Hello friends, welcome back. This is session 3 of User Management System using JavaFX and MySQL database. In today's session, we want to explain MVC architecture. So, before watching this session, I strongly recommend you to watch our previous session because previously we explained project structure and we established the connection between JavaFX application and MySQL database. So today let's explain MVC architecture. Let's explain that what is MVC, what is the need of MVC, why we are using MVC in our project. So the MVC is a model, view, and controller. Using the MVC, we can organize our code properly by separating into different files like model, view, and controller. So the model actually represents structure of the data. Thereafter we have view. View normally used to represent user interface like input fields, buttons, and so on. So after that we have controller. Controller normally used to handle application logic and user actions. Okay friends, to understand better what is MVC, let's take an example. For example, view like menu, what user sees, and controller like waiter takes an order, and model like kitchen prepares data. So the MVC architecture split user interface, logic code, database code, so our application stays clean, scalable, and easy to use and easy to maintain. So, whenever we want to implement our project in the upcoming video sessions, for each and every module, we want to create different files like model, data access object, service, fxml file, and controller. Let's explain each file. What is model? What is data access object? What is service? What is fxml file? And what is controller? So, as the name suggests, the model represents data or data structure for the application. So, in the model, we want to define only the structure of data. Okay. Thereafter, we have data access object. In this file, we want to write code for handling database operations. That means data access objects talks only with database. And in these files, we will write only database related code like establishing the connection, execute queries, return a result set, and catch any type of SQL exception. So after that, we have service layer. In the service layer, we want to write all the application logics like validation, consumes, data access object. So you can write the same code in the controller, but to keep application cleaner and more maintainable, the service class is needed. So after that, in the project, we have to create fxml file. The fxml file represents application user interface like input fields, buttons, and so on. So once you created model, data access object, service, and fxml file, we want to create a new layer which is controller. Using the controller, we can connect everything together. So to understand better, let's consider this simple example. We have user fxml. User enters data into the form. Once user enters the data, controller reads all the data from the form. After reading the data, it creates a user model. Once the user model is created, it passes to the service. Then the service layer handles all the validations and business logic. After the service, the request goes to data access object. And here, as you know that data access object handle database operations. And here data access objects communicate with database, execute SQL query like insert, update, and delete. Once the query is executed on the database, all the data saved or stored in the MySQL database. Thereafter, controller receives response and update user interface. One thing you remember, in MVC architecture, we have multiple files and each and every file has its own job. For example, here, the user fxml file can be used to represent user interface. Okay, thereafter, the controller handles all the requests and response. There is no problem. The service layer handles validation and all the application logics. After that, we have data access object. The data access object can be used to handle all database related operations like insert, update, delete, fetch data from the database. So in our next video session, we want to create a new user using MVC architecture. If you have any questions, you can write them in the comment. Please like, subscribe, and share my videos. That is enough for today. Have a good day. See you in the next one.